Good morning, everyone. Well, as you can see from the title of this live, I'm being controversial again, aren't I? Yeah. From the safety of my cottage here in the west of Ireland, surrounded by peace and beauty and tranquility and democracy, well, as much as we can find anyway here in Ireland. And I'm mindful every morning of how the people of Gaza don't have any of that. And they're being bombed and shot and starved, and it is absolutely despicable. But I want to say something else as well. There's an old saying, isn't there? In for a penny, in for a pound. Well, that's an old saying from my childhood anyway, when pounds were still around. And I want to confirm, I want to doubly confirm, I want to triple confirm where my heart is in all of this. Because you see, the time of standing on the sidelines was over quite some time ago. And since I've taken this moral stand on behalf of the children and the babies who are in absolute dire suffering as I speak, I've been bombarded by hate. Can you imagine people who hate that I'm speaking out on my platform? I don't want those people around me. So I'm doing this live to confirm, to doubly confirm, to triply confirm that this is where I stand. This is where I have drawn the line. The line has been drawn. Be in no doubt. Be in no doubt at all. The line has been drawn. That's it. And, walk away from the channel. That's okay. When I started my channel, in fact, for the first 11 years, I didn't have advertising on my channel. I made zilch, zero money from this channel. So it bothers me not to go back to a point where I'm not making money on the channel. Oh, it's been very nice over the past couple of years to have that extra money. Of course it is, yeah. But I'm almost 70 years old. I'm going to be 70 this year. How much time have I got left on this beautiful planet? How can I go before my creator and stand there and say, well, I didn't really like to take a stand because, it was going to harm my channel, and it was going to, make me the butt of a lot of criticism, and I don't think I could have coped with that. You and I both know that's not me. I've got to stay within the confines of the cottage in order to continue to go live, because this, well, you know the score. It's a stone cottage. If I step outside, the Wi-Fi just, doesn't get through those stone walls. So anyway, I started reading Dracula by Bram Stoker. Oh yeah, sit up beside me there, Pat. I started reading Dracula by Bram Stoker, a great Irish writer, last night, and I put the video up. And I quickly realised it was kind of like a niche thing, for some people, that not all of you would appreciate that, and that's fine. However, I don't know where these criticisms are coming from, which I've had to scrub off I've had to scrub. Accused me of going over onto the dark side. Like, what kind of shit is that? The older I get, the less I understand the world which is beyond my gates, or beyond this island anyway. I don't understand any of it. I don't understand the politicians who think it's okay to stand up for genocide, to actually stand up and defend genocide. Like, this is, like, what kind of a world am I living in? Am I going mad? There's a lot of people now with mental health issues because we cannot get our heads around the fact that what we're seeing every day being live streamed from Gaza is actually being supported by our governments. Well, the Irish government isn't supporting it, you know, but we could do an awful lot more. We could ban all planes coming from the US that's loaded up with bombs to drop on women and children from stopping at Shannon Airport. Now, I'm wearing the fall of my subscribers on YouTube as a badge of honour. When it gets down to 83,000, because it was going up towards 85, when it gets down to 83, I'm going to feel even more vindicated. When it gets down further, and perhaps even half my subscribers go, I'm going to feel even more vindicated, because at the end of the day, if you stand aside and say nothing, you're complicit. And if you stand and say, oh, Colette shouldn't be talking about this on YouTube, oh, blah, 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 I don't want you on my channel. I don't want you. I don't want to hear from you. I want nothing to do with you. You pollute my soul. You pollute my home. You pollute this sacred land that I've spent 21 years bringing back to life. Life as opposed to death. But some of you don't get it. But I like to think the majority of you do. So, the reading of Bram Stoker, an Irish writer, by the way, the reading of Bram Stoker's Dracula will continue over on my website, which I pay a large sum of money to have hosted, and which remains absolutely 100% solely in my creative control, with no advertising, no pollution from the corrupt corporations who are all complicit in this. Now, there we go. There's my wee rant. How's that for a wee rant? Does that sit well with you? If it doesn't sit well with you, goodbye. If it does sit well with you, welcome. Welcome to the world of humanity. Welcome to humanity. Your human soul, the soul that your human body carries, will go forth. Blessings to those who are like me and feel this passion. I'm going to leave all the comments up. Because as an Irish woman, as a Celt, with a very proud Irish name, my name is O'Neill, yes. I look upon comments that degrade and undermine what I say with utter contempt for the person who wrote them.